WCY.TV Network.
All right, it's July 12th. Wow, I can't believe it's already July 12th. It's 2017. The year's almost over. Time's going fast. So, guess what? No Andrew this week. You know, I can't believe how many people think Andrew's annoying. I made a few people listen to the show from last week. People from the chat. They think Andrew's annoying. I don't know. I kind of like him. You know what's annoying is the only thing that's annoying when I first used to hear him was his Wi-Fi when he sounds like he's underwater, and his signal cuts out and he could go on and on. But I think he's good. I like Andrew. He's got a good radio voice. He's got a good when he's pays attention. He's like a train wreck, but. I don't know. I see a diamond in the rough. I like his potential. I mean, come on, he's like a comedic goldmine. Yeah. So anyway, I was saying to myself the other day, after last week, we reading the news, which I liked. I liked reading the news. We're gonna do the news again at 8:30. I was listening. I was like, and then Thursday, Friday, I was like, wow, you know what? It felt like I was on vacation. There was the news stories were like really like low. There's no talk about Trump. I was like, wow, maybe they're finally leaving him alone. But oh no, of course. See, and I was like, I was wondering this. I was like, wow, without the news, the media, social media talking about Trump and Russia, they have nothing to talk about. They have no stories. And I was really thinking about this on the weekend because I got no life, of course. And sure enough, yesterday, Tuesday, this new revelation. Oh my God, Trump Jr., his son now. It's been found out that he had a meeting with a Russian lawyer who wanted to do this and that. And he released his emails. He had to go on Sean Hannity last night and swear he didn't do anything wrong. Give me a break. Oh my God. And the newspapers, of course, everybody jumps on this story. I just saw it before on the New York Post. Proof. It was Daily News. Oh, proof. Donald Jr. Colluded with Russia. Give me a break. Well, he was trying to get dirt on Hillary. It's an election. So you mean to tell me whoever gave that audio of the famous Trump pussy grab, they weren't trying to, Hillary and the Democrats, they weren't trying to get dirt on Trump? Of course, but this is all political theater. We've been witness to big political theater for now over 16 months. And guess what? We're all the peanut gallery. We sit in the cheap seats. We give our opinions. A lot of people give the wrong opinions because they can't see the stage, and it's just a joke. Just a joke. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do this week without Andrew. I was like, should I go solo? But I don't know. It's hard to do an hour. Plus, I'm trying to still figure out how to do the sounds. If I could play some sound bits, maybe that would be good. I don't know if. So anyway, I suckered my friend James to come on. He's could be coming on in a couple of minutes. Me and James used to do, we used to do a wrestling show on a wrestling podcast on YouTube. I know a lot of people don't like wrestling, and I guess neither does James now. But we won't talk about wrestling too much, I promise. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about when James will get on. James will get on here. We'll talk about him. He has I got an invite to his party over the weekend, but I didn't go. So yeah, we'll talk with James, and then we'll talk at 8:30. We'll do the news. Like I said, I really liked the way it went last week. I don't know. We're trying to find our way here. We're trying to do something different. We're in the works. So, like I said, and again, yeah. I don't know what's going on with UCY and YouTube. Why is our show special that we get unlisted? Now, if you don't know, if you go unlisted, if you have an unlisted video on YouTube, nobody could see it unless they have the link. Why is that? 2 weeks ago, we got deleted. Who cares? Listen. I have a upstart YouTube channel. I could get views on there. I like this. I'm thankful for UCY and I guess Jules. I guess she's the head honcho. She's not feeling well, whatever. I haven't emailed her, but listen, I don't understand. And last I checked, there was 50 views and like 6 likes on the video on the episode from last week. So come on, what is it? Like I said, I'm sorry we don't talk about car parts and truck parts on this channel. Trying to be different. I've been listening to UCY for the last couple of weeks. The shows. A lot of it's boring. I mean, you need a PhD or you have to really be into certain info that some of the hosts are talking about, lasers and DARPA and the weather systems. Who knows about that stuff? Whoever listens to tunes in, they don't know about that stuff. It's a very small audience. So what I'm trying to do here, Andrew and maybe James, if he'll tell me, we're trying to do something different, something entertaining. But anyway, James, are you there?
I'm here, Frank.
You're here? Oh, how you doing, James? So yeah,
I'm
James,
doing well, Frank. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I introduced you, and yeah. So yeah, James, I've been trying to tell you that. I don't know. I think it's like since I took over and Andrew took over the show, it's like there's this like conspiracy or this sabotage against the show. I don't understand why.
It doesn't make any sense. You're very insightful.
I don't. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Maybe it's the way the format is. But anyway, so James, I was telling
that could always be adjusted.
Well, I don't want it adjusted. This I want to be different. I want the show to be different on this UCY. Believe me, if you heard, if you hear some of the other shows, it'll put you to sleep. They might be talking about really good stuff, but it's like droning. But anyway, I was telling them about you, and I was telling them how I missed your party this weekend. Now we haven't talked about this. James is getting married in September.
Which Frank will be there.
Yes, I will. James is really I guess he's a rare breed these days. James is he's really happy about getting married. I know for some reason I guess that's good, but usually you always hear guys, they don't want to get married, or they think they act like marriage is a death sentence. But so what was this? Listen,
it's only a death sentence when it's the wrong person.
Yeah, maybe. But what was this roast? They emailed me saying it was a surprise. What is this?
Listen,
Listen, I mean, a roast now. People have a roast. Usually they roast a celebrity or a colleague, and what happens is the people get up there, usually close friends or just speakers, and they go up there and try to say funny stuff about the roastee, and they make fun of him. It's like an open season for that moment to talk and make fun of that person and bring up things that are usually supposed to be hush hush. And it got a lot of popularity in the 70s with the Dean Martin roast when they
absolutely they had guests. They had from Frank Sinatra, Orson Welles.
Yeah, first of all, listen. Those are the big, real big names in entertainment. They're very talented. It takes talented people to go up there and bring down the crowd. A lot of and what you see on TV, those are edits, and what they put on DVDs, those are edits. It's very hard. It's a very hard thing for everybody to get up there and sound funny. So I just when I heard roast, I cringed. I'm like, oh my god, what are they gonna do? I asked James for audio, and he says it's on DVD. So I could get my hands on this audio, I gotta hear it. I gotta hear what it is. So what happened, James? What happened?
All right. So basically, what it was I thought that I was going to my buddy Louie's birthday party.
Right. So all right. So you get there, surprise. So what happened? Well, like who? So they start roasting you. So like let's say Joe Schmo. Joe V gets up there and he starts talking about you. Like, what are they talking? What are they roasting you about? I mean,
they're roasting me about.
First of all, I got to tell the audience. I mean, you got to see the shape of some of these guys. It's like James. He's doing all right. He's got a good head on his shoulder. Not that these other guys don't, but I mean, I don't know how they could roast him. It's like I don't know. God, I'm sorry. God, like,
first of all, I appreciate that.
No, but I'm saying it's like. It's much more funnier when it's like somebody like I don't know, like a status and they're like above you or they're like equal to you. It's like a age difference. Like it's like if I got up there and roasted you, what am I going to roast you about? How you hate wrestling? But anyway, I'm sorry, I keep cutting.
You probably got hours of material.
Yeah, but just again, what was like the joke? What was the
gists were that I'm opinionated and that I like the Undertaker and that I like the Mets, even though they lose all the time.
So what? Oh, so they were making fun of you, like, for like being like a mental patient about liking the same things, and
yeah, pretty much.
But is it funny? I mean, or was it forced laugh? Like
there was some stuff that was funny, and there was some stuff I'm like, okay, you're beating a dead horse. We all get it. I like the Undertaker at one point.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. See, that's what I mean about these roasts. Like it's so hard, and then nowadays, of course, everything gets filmed. Everybody is a celebrity. Everything's a show, just like this, and everybody.
What I appreciated was that so many people came, and it was just fun to be around good people. That's what the highlight was for me. And they didn't just rag on me; they ragged on all the other guests. Like when my friend Joe got up there, he didn't just rag on me.
But that's all right. I know. But I'm saying nobody knows who Joe is. But I'm saying because that's what happens. Then the material gets stale against the roastie, so you have to add other people who are there. And I remember those Comedy Central roasts from a few years ago. I mean, some of them, and believe me, trust me, they edit out a lot of stuff.
Sure they did,
and a lot of stuff that made TV was cringeworthy. It's like these celebrities are drunk, but I don't know. It's so hard to do, and I'm sure. When everybody sits down and watches a copy of the DVD, it's not as good. Listen, even this show, I'm not saying I'm the next radio talent or YouTube talent, but even that, even James, that's why I asked James to do it, because I know James could talk and Andrew could definitely talk and be entertaining, but if you just talking, then people are just listening to a phone conversation. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
You got to make it entertaining. This is it's a show. That's why they call it a show.
Precise.
Otherwise, like I tell Andrew this, if we just talk and you start talking about, you start droning on and on and on, it's just a phone conversation. I get bored. When you talk to somebody on the phone, how fast do you usually want to hang up? It's like, oh God, yeah. It's that, you know,
Yeah,
you
like,
understand,
oh
what I'm
God,
saying?
here we go again. Yeah, I know.
So, all right, so James, this is a pretty cool story, and I know this is wrestling comes into it again. And listen, I listen. When I was young, I'm like 15 years older than James. I think I'm probably James's father's age.
My
That's how,
father's 50.
oh, okay. No, I'm younger than your father.
Good.
Much, yeah. I won't tell my age. But yeah, when I was his age, even, maybe younger, when I was like 8, in my teenage or a kid, wrestling, nobody really liked wrestling. Wrestling was like, when you mentioned wrestling, it was like you mentioned porno. I mean, nobody liked wrestling except
Well, I
for.
think it's headed in that direction again.
Well, yeah. But I'm saying it was like a stigma. Like it wasn't cool to like wrestling, and girls, forget it. That was like that was a female repellent wrestling. There was no girls around wrestling except for your grandma. So, and James, he met his fiance at a wrestling autograph show.
Yes, I did.
And people think it's weird. Now this is common. I just remembered before when I was before we came on. I think it was 2000 when I went to go buy tickets for a wrestling show in Madison Square Garden. I picked up a girl online. That's the way it is now. So I know there's a stigma about wrestling, but James, he met his fiance at this wrestling at a wrestling autograph show where you pay like a few dollars and you get to meet the wrestler and take a picture of them and take autographs. So James, yeah, tell us real quick. So what happened that day? You were online.
What happened was I was picked up by my buddy Joe, who threw the roast to me. We went.
Yeah, but I'm saying online. How did it happen? Bring us. This is very quickly.
I walked into Bistros on Highland Boulevard. The first thing I saw was her, and for the first time in my life, I couldn't speak.
Wait a minute. Wait. So you were online? You were online waiting?
No, we were standing by the bar waiting for it to begin because Brett was late.
Right, and then all of a sudden you just looked at her and she looked at you and your eyes met and it was like love at first sight.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, even though she was there with a boyfriend at the time.
Look at this! I didn't know this.
Needless to say, he's yesterday's news.
Wait a minute! I never knew this.
Yeah.
Oh, she had a boyfriend. Oh, wow.
She had a boyfriend at the time. He was a complete idiot.
Look at James. He's Jimmy.
He was the typical.
Jimmy did the hatchet job. I didn't know this. See, I didn't know this.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. She was.
All right. So hold on. So she's there with a boyfriend. But you lock eyes with her, and what happens? What do you?
She came over to me.
Wow! Look at that. And what happens? She give you a phone number?
She liked my jacket because I had a long black jacket that had studs going down the spinal cord.
So what happened? Forget that. What happened? What did she do? She gave you. She gave you what?
She gave me a look, and I have to say, from that point forward, she's the only woman that's dominated my mind.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how did you get from the autograph show with her boyfriend to talking to her again? Did she give you a phone number?
She actually found me on Facebook the week of my birthday.
Wow.
That was the week she and him stopped seeing each other.
Oh.
And she and I started making plans to hang out. That turned into a date.
All right, so hold on. She inboxes you?
Yes.
So what do you say? Like, don't you have a boyfriend?
No, me and her were just talking every day, and then I complimented her.
No, but I'm saying, like, you don't make a move on her. You're like, hey,
no, I would just talk to her every day, and then one day I paid her a decent compliment. And she said, "I appreciate your words. Too bad you're the only one that talks that way about me."
Okay.
So then she kind of gave me the hint. He ain't around no more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's busy.
But did you say that? Did you say like
once I knew he was out of the picture?
Yeah, but did you ask? Did you ask?
Yes, of course I asked.
So you're like, hey, don't you have a boyfriend? She's like, no more.
She's like, nope, no more. And I'm like, okay.
So, all right. So then you make plans, and then you like go on.
We made plans. We had a first date. A week later, she asked me to be a boyfriend.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh. I thought the story was. I thought the story you tell was she asked you. Is it all right if she
Yeah,
refers.
she asked if it was all right if she tells people that I'm her boyfriend. I said, as long as I can tell people you're my girlfriend, that's
Oh,
perfectly fine.
okay. So that's it. And ever since then,
6 years later,
wow. Okay. Okay. So where you going on your honeymoon?
Venice, Italy.
Yeah. How much is that going to cost?
Well, I can
Oh
tell you
my God.
this: we paid it in full with our tax returns.
I bet you. See, that's just what I'm talking about. I I I don't know if I want to get married. I don't know if I want to do the same. I don't know if I want to do the social script. It's so scary.
Well, you want to know the truth of the matter, Frank? One thing I discovered: at the end of the day, if you choose to get married, your wedding is your own way. And
But
I see
I'm
people.
talking about people. See this guy James. He's happy. This is like the happy-go-lucky story that people never hear about. But I'm talking about all the. Listen, if you're out there listening, how many horror stories? How many people do you know, or of somebody who knows somebody? They get married and have a kid or two kids, and 5-6 years they get divorced. The woman gets crazy, and well, not crazy. She just has
I know
enough.
what you mean?
She splits in the middle of the night. I mean, oh my God, that's a nightmare. Oh my God, I don't know if I could handle that. And then all the money you got to spend this gimmick with the diamond ring. You got to spend 3 months' salary. Are you kidding me? It's all a sham. And then what happens if you get divorced? These women get to keep the ring. I know of an ex-girlfriend of mine a long time ago. This girl, she has a collection of engagement rings. She must have like 6-7 engagement rings. It's ridiculous. And then the honeymoon, and then you got to get a place. Oh my God, it's so much money, man. And then what happens if it doesn't work out? Oh my God,
If it doesn't work out, then you got to learn from it.
you learn from what? How do you recover from that? Money and just all the
Money
investments.
can always be made, Frank.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying though, if you have kids, and then your kids get taken away from you, you can't see your kids, and oh my God, and then you got to start all over again.
The only way marriages go under is if there's no communication.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
and if there's no,
I study all that. Listen, I've studied that in psychology. My professor, one of my professors, we read a study. They said the reason marriages have more of a chance for success if both partners, and now we'll use partners, whatever. If they live separately, they could be married but live in separate apartments in close proximity to each other. The study said that the reason there's so much divorce is because once you get married, see everything is honeymoon before the marriage, but then once you actually move in with a person in the same apartment or the same home, it's like everybody's infringing on their personal space, and you're not used to having it, and you get sick. Everybody's has to this thing, people sleeping. They think they have to sleep in the same bed every night. Listen, I've had maybe 3 serious relationships. It's hard to sleep with somebody in the bed every night. It is. You start sweating. Somebody hogs up the blanket. Somebody blows wind. It's tough. It's tough, man. We see all these sitcoms where the mommy and the daddy are in bed sleeping tonight. That's fake. That's fake news. That's not gonna happen. And you come home, and they come home, and it's like, listen. Some days people aren't in a talking mood, and then somebody says, "Oh, what's wrong? Do you want to talk? Is everything wrong? Are you mad?" No, maybe I'm not mad. Maybe just leave me alone. This is what happens. These little things.
You sound like my future wife.
No, because it's true. And then these little things build up because you're living together, and before you know it, somebody's got a side piece because now they need an escape. So I don't know. Listen. I wish you luck. I hope it lasts. I hope. I really do hope. I'm not talking about you. Maybe you'll be you'll be the happy statistic. But listen. It's people. I remember the older people from the older generations having golden, what is this? Silver anniversaries and golden anniversaries and 50-year anniversaries, 25-year anniversaries. That's today. That's crazy. If you make it to 10 years, that's like a mile. It's crazy. But so, all right. So, you said you're going to Italy?
Yeah, we're going to Venice, Italy.
Oh my God.
We're looking forward to it, Frank.
Listen, you're gonna have a ball. Everybody has a ball. Everybody, that's the honeymoon. But listen, I wish you well. But I don't know. So, like I said,
marriage isn't for everybody.
No, I don't know. Who knows? Let's just forget the marriage thing for now. But so yeah, like I said, was telling you, James, Andrew wasn't. Andrew's in Delaware this week. He's on his vacation. This guy.
Hopefully he took his bad Wi-Fi with him.
Like I said, I like Andrew. I like Andrew.
Andrew's a nice guy.
I know, but I'm saying I like him on this show. As doing a radio thing, he's like me. Even though I don't listen to radio a lot anymore, I guess podcasts or whatever. But I grew up listening to radio, and he's a radio head, so I get it. I get him. I think I'm the only one who gets it. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe next week we'll have win Andrew's 10 at 10. So we'll have a contest, and maybe if somebody wins a contest. If we could get this thing working, we could figure out Skype, maybe Andrew will be relegated to guest appearances. I don't know. Listen, a lot of people complain about him. I don't know about the chat room. I don't follow the chat. Couldn't care about the chat room. But I made a couple people listen to the show from last week because I want them to hear the news and give me feedback. And the first thing one of my friends says right away, he texts me right away, your co-host is annoying. I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know. His voice is annoying.
Well, they may listen to me and find me annoying, like most people do.
I find me annoying. Listen, what I'm saying, I like Andrew because he's like I said, I like his he's a young kid. He's younger than you, I think. I think he's 21 or 22. He's naive. He's very smart. He's woke. He's woke, but he's a little, he needs a little watering. You know what I'm saying? He needs a little water and a little Miracle Grow to sprout. So I could work with him. Whatever. Me and him did a YouTube video 2 weeks ago when something happened. We couldn't get on. It works. He works. But he's got to get his head on right. I hear him. While he's doing the show, he's doing 1,000 other things. He's watching the Yankee game. He's on Facebook chat, and that causes his signal to go down. And then he's too distracted. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. James, you going to stick around and for the news? You're going to help us read the news?
Absolutely. If you'll have me, of course I will.
Of course. They're like, I don't want to do it. I have a bad radio voice. I listen to myself.
As long as it's not fake news, I don't mind reading it.
I listen to myself. I stutter. I say a lot of times.
You're your own biggest critic. You always have been. Yeah,
but I'm honest, and sometimes I could hear myself. I don't hear. I just said again. I don't have continuous pronunciation in radio. You need that, and you guys, you do it. I always complimented your voice. Andrew does it. He's very, very. It's a radio voice. But
what I like the most about the way you and I always used to do our show was we never needed a script. We used to pull a Jackie Gleason. We would just talk.
Yeah, but that doesn't always mean it's good, But anyway,
I suppose
James is going to read the news, so that's it. So next week, Andrew won't be here again. I don't know if James will want to do it. Maybe we'll get
let's see how tonight goes.
Maybe we'll get another guest. Like I said, maybe we'll have a contest for Andrew's 10 at 10. So we'll see. All right. So James, go ahead. You're on. Read the news.
All right. The first story we have here is about Donald Trump Jr. and these Russian emails. So it seems like this fiasco with these Russians, Frank, they're invading us.
I know.
My God.
So what happened?
Let's see. President Donald Trump declared Wednesday that his eldest son was open, transparent, and innocent a day after Donald Trump Jr. revealed his eagerness to hear damaging information about Hillary Clinton from the Russian government. I
so
think
listen,
about to interrupt. Go ahead, Frank.
No, yeah. So this is so they're just pulling these the media is just pulling, grasping at straws. Like I said at the top of the hour, the news is so slow without a Trump story. It's
very uneventful.
So
like
So now they discovered that this lawyer who's they saying she's a lawyer from Russia. She asked for a meeting.
Apparently now being from Russia at all means it's a bad thing.
Listen, she is affiliated with something, and she asked Trump Jr. for a meeting. They met with her. She said she had some damaging information on Hillary. It's a campaign, like I said. You don't think the DNC? How do you think the DNC got a hold of that audio tape from NBC? So, but anyway. So he explained it last night. She had nothing. She really didn't have anything, at least nothing that they didn't know about. And what she wanted in return, she wanted to talk about the sanctions. This is what they're reporting. And the way Trump's son described it was that they nobody was even paying attention to her. It lasted 10 minutes because once they found out she was a fraud. But go ahead.
All right. The president again dismissed the ongoing Russian investigation as the greatest witch hunt in political history.
It is. This is 7 months of news and counting.
Yep. Trump responded after Donald Trump Jr. disclosed a series of emails on Tuesday that marked the clearest sign to date that Trump's campaign was willing to consider election help from a longtime U.S. adversary.
Listen, maybe I'm dumb. I didn't know we were at war with Russia.
I wasn't before we go forward. I wasn't aware that talking to people from Russia was against the law because last I checked, it isn't.
No. All right, go ahead.
All right. The president's attorney, Jay. I'm just going to call him Jay because I'll butcher his last name.
Sokolow.
Solo. That's how you sound.
Jay Sokolow.
Sokolow. Okay, sounds good. The president's attorney, Jay Sokolow, said in an interview with NBC's Today that Trump Jr. did not violate any laws by accepting the meeting. He said the president had not been aware of Trump Jr. in June 2016 meeting and didn't find out about his son's email until very recently.
Because it doesn't matter. It's nothing.
It really doesn't matter because it's not breaking any laws.
You think that's the only meeting that his son and other people's campaign had? Give me a break.
All right, we got one more paragraph to go with this one. Democrats in Congress voiced outrage and insisted the messages show clear collusion.
Oh, yeah.
With California Rep. Adam Schiff, the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee, declaring that all of the campaign's previous denials obviously now have to be viewed in a different context.
No, they're not. Listen, this guy Adam Schiff, he's a Democrat. His public thing is that he bashes Trump. He's against Trump. He does a lot of these Democrats and some Republicans. They do this because they're scared their voters aren't going to vote for them if they praise Trump. So Adam Schiff, he says one thing in public and then behind the scenes he passes he votes yay on Trump stuff.
What I don't understand, Frank, is this. You know, I'm going to try my best to go fast with this because I know we're on a time schedule. You would think that the suits and the politicians, you know, if they have the people's best interests, which, you know, I'm putting in quotations, that they would want good relations with Russia rather than all-out war, which seems to be what they're looking for.
Listen. It's all political. What did I say in the beginning of the hour? It's all political theater. They're talking about last week. Trump said he suggested when he met Putin that maybe the U.S. and Russia could build an impenetrable cybersecurity defense, and everybody went crazy. How could Trump say we could to partner with the Russians to build a cybersecurity? Listen, people don't even realize the U.S. and Russia have tight partners, very close partners in space, out of space. There's cosmonauts and astronauts in the space station right now. It's been for 40 years, since the 70s. Even during the Cold War, it's all fake. But
don't they understand that the Cold War is over?
There was no Cold War. How could there be Cold War when we're going to space? There's U.S. astronauts and cosmonauts, Russian astronauts in space on the space station. That's classified information that we share. It's all fake. It's all to build an opponent. There's always a boogeyman. Anyway, God, you have another story?
Yeah, Maine state rep suggests in Facebook rant that he would hurt President Trump.
Who's
Maine
this?
State Scott Haman, D. South Portland, has said he regrets a Facebook rant in which he seemed to imply he would harm President Donald Trump if given the chance. The quote is, "Trump is a half-term president at most, especially if I ever get within 10 feet of that pussy."
Oh, yeah. All of a sudden now, everybody's a tough guy. You notice this? Everybody's a tough guy. You got people, the Hollywood actors, they're tough guys. They're threatening to punch the president. Now, elected officials are tough all of a sudden. All of a sudden now, everybody cares about the country and democracy. And where was everybody for the last 8 years when Obama was around?
I ask, where was everyone for the last 16 years when you had W. Bush
rooting
the country?
They went after. But all I'm saying, now now it's okay. It's fashionable to make a threat against the president, physical harm against the president.
Yeah, but if it was President Obama, it would be considered a hate crime.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. No, don't apologize. A screenshot of the post in which Heyman writes that Trump was installed by the Russians.
Oh, yeah. See, he wasn't not the voters. My vote didn't put him in. The Russians put him in.
Oh, absolutely. And seeds against the president, his supporters, and Republicans more generally, was widely circulated on social media beginning Tuesday evening.
Oh, yeah.
A man did not respond to repeated requests for an interview beginning Tuesday night, but said in a written statement Wednesday that he regrets making the aggressively sarcastic and inappropriate comments.
Yeah, okay, right. See that's the MO now. All these celebrities and politicians.
They say, and then they backtrack.
Yeah, no, they make a physical threat, which is breaking the law, against the president of the United States. And then when they're called on it, when they realize that they're not a hero and they're not going to get cheered by the people, and they're actually going to get called out on it. All of a sudden, then they're sorry, like that Kathy Griffin, that
oh please don't get me started on that.
That pig Kathy Griffin,
she blackballed for life.
She holds up the head. She thinks she's gonna get a famous, and then the next day, after everybody attacks her, I'm sorry, and then she has the brass balls on that woman. She oh, Donald Trump is after me. White males, give me a break. Go ahead. Keep.
And then he goes on to say, "This is not language I typically use."
Oh yeah.
Like
he just says pussy on Facebook, but it's not language he typically uses. You got to excuse him. The thought of Trump enraged him so much it made him rant.
It made him have some temporary insanity.
He's never said the word pussy in his life. Just now.
Yeah, because all these guys in suits have never said a bad word in their lives.
Especially like God.
It was intended to make a visceral point about the developing political discourse in America.
Yeah, and you know what? Half these politicians, they haven't done nothing in their office. They haven't done nothing in their district. They're a bunch of losers. They're a bunch of just skimming off the top.
Yeah, and to finish this one off, and this is in quote, threatening the president is a crime. The U.S. Secret Service is aware of Heyman's statement and tracking the incident, but has not opened an investigation. David Watson, resident agent in charge of the Service Maine Field Office, revealed that Wednesday afternoon.
Then, So then this guy, he's comparing Trump to, he's calling him the Trump crime family. Oh yeah, I wonder where he got that from. He's copying off the Clinton crime family. Now, Trump hasn't committed crimes. Hillary and the Clintons have committed crimes. They're the crime family. And now, so now nothing's going to come of it. Of course, nothing's going to come of it with the Secret Service. They're not going to arrest this guy. Just like Kathy Griffin, they went to her house. They talked to her for an hour. Of course, she's not a serious threat to the president, but it's the tone and the tinder that this.
It's the fact that she was also using the tactics of some of the most vicious people that we're currently fighting. Just that alone puts her in a bad light.
And what happened almost a month ago? There's a congressman fighting for his life in the hospital in intensive care. it makes these wackos, because there's a lot of morons out there. Believe me, just like garbage, you'll never run out of morons. And some moron there was a moron who I think he shot a UPS driver because he thought it was Donald Trump. It looked like Donald Trump. He killed him. He said he thought he was saving the country from Donald Trump. This is what the fake news is doing. So, how about this? How about this guy has to resign from his elected from his post? Sorry, sorry. You're an elected official. You have you're held to a higher standard. I'm sorry. You just don't get away with it.
Set the example.
You just don't get away with it.
When you're in that front office, you're supposed to set an example. It's no different than in my job. If my director acted badly, it's a reflection on the entire department.
Right. The president is the boss. That's it. Get over it. He's the boss. There was the Russians. It was the American voters. Hillary was garbage. She lost. Get over it. God, you got to
absolutely.
The
next story we got is about media personality Barry Diller. Another person that has a great, giant opinion on Donald Trump.
Of course. Everybody from Hollywood.
He's the chairman of IAC. He told CNBC on Wednesday, Donald Trump's presidency has been a joke. He hasn't done anything. I think it's just a joke. Hopefully it'll be over relatively soon.
He hasn't done anything for the Hollywood elites. That's what he hasn't done. Like, for the last 8 years, all these Hollywood types were in the White House.
I'll tell you this: I bet you the cops are backing the president.
They are. I'm saying in the last 8 years, all these celebrities had open door access to the White House. Now Trump isn't doing anything for these guys. He doesn't need these people. He's not starstruck like Obama. Go ahead.
No, not at all. It inexplicitly began and it will inexplicably end. The comment came in a wide-range interview at the Allen & Company Sun Valley Conference in Idaho. Diller, whose brand includes Match.com, Dictionary.com, and Vimo, also discussed net neutrality and immigration.
Yeah, of course. Diller, he ain't getting his back scratched. You understand?
Yep, with the whole immigration thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got here? Diller is involved in the travel industry through his position as chairman of Expedia. Diller has been critical of Trump in the past, calling him an evil miracle.
Oh, yeah, he's an evil miracle. Listen, I read about this guy, Barry Diller. This guy's he's a crook. Go on Google and look at him. 2010 he had to quit. He was a crook. He had this guy they found he had all boy escorts, a party with all boy escorts.
Jesus.
This guy's a freak. He's a Hollywood elite. God knows what he does. He's a crook. That's what it is. All these guys want their back scratched. Go ahead.
Although he said there are many smart people in the administration, Diller has been friendly with Trump family member Ivanka Trump over the years. He said, but he added that he probably wouldn't bring up issues from the current administration with them.
Oh yeah, of course. What are you going to say? Your father's an asshole? No. If you can't say it to them, then shut up.
Precisely.
These guys, all of a sudden now, everybody, like I said, everybody now is a Paul Revere now.
Oh yeah, because I know I keep going back to him because there weren't any problems when we had friggin' George W. Bush in the presidency.
No, it was Obama. With Obama, they sucked his toes. He could do nothing wrong.
No, but what I keep trying to explain is that the condition that our country is in financially all started with W.
Yeah, I know, but trust me, he got. They protested against.
Not that he helped because he really didn't.
Right, no, but everybody knew he was a terrible president. That's why Obama got in. But anyway, forget all this Russian Trumpster. Again, you got any other stories, James?
Yeah, the next story we got is about it's about the All-Star game.
Hey, hence the S in spam. Sports, politics, and more. Go ahead.
Very catchy. MLB All-Star Game 2016. Cano, extra innings, homer powers, and the American League over the National League. The American League beat the National League. Not really that surprising. On Tuesday night, Major League Baseball played its 88th All-Star game at Marlins Park, appropriately located in Miami, Florida. The American League defeated the National League by a 2-1 final, celebrating an extra inning win thanks to a 10th inning homer by Robinson Cano of the Marlins.
Did you watch this game?
No, last night I was working on my apartment.
Oh yeah.
And my apartment
I didn't even know it was on. I used to be such a big baseball guy. I would never miss an All-Star game.
I saw the Derby.
Yeah. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. The home run derby. They're hitting 50-mile-an-hour pitches. It's so stupid, and nobody takes it serious. The All-Star game.
The Yankee fans, I guarantee you, they took it
yeah,
seriously.
I know. And listen, since I think it was 1997, since they started interleague play in the regular season, what's the big deal now? I mean, they
not really a big deal.
Yeah, now
But I think that because Aaron Judge won, and considering how young he is and how humble he is, that's a good sign for the Yankees. Even though we're Mets fans, Frank, that's a good sign for the Yankees organization.
I'm talking about all of Major League Baseball. Yeah, so he's the flavor of the month right now. But I'm talking about the All-Star game in general. It's even the NBA All-Star game. These games are just they're just another excuse to sell tickets. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I hear you. Cano's home run was the first extra innings blast in exactly 50 years. Tony Perez, who coincidentally threw out one of the game's first pitches, was the last to do it.
Oh.
The American League took the lead in the fifth when Miguel Sano blooper landed in right field and plated Jonathan Scoop. The National League later tied up on a sixth-inning home run from Yadier Molina.
I'm falling asleep just listening to this.
Yeah. The American League has won the last 5 meetings. Since 97, the National League has only won 3 wins.
No, that doesn't matter. It goes in cycles. It just matters which stars are in the league. So, James, what do you plan on doing on a honeymoon?
What do I plan on doing on a honeymoon?
Yeah.
I plan to possibly get myself an authentic Italian pizza. I plan to enjoy the sights, and I plan to spend many evenings alone with my wife.
Oh, did you guys stayed in a hotel room?
Yes, the top floor.
Top floor. Does it have a mirror on the ceiling?
I don't know if it has mirrors. I'm not going to be focused on that. I'm going to be focused on the beautiful Latina beneath me.
Oh, wow. Beneath you, not on top of you?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Oh, my God. So how long is that going to last?
That's going to be, we're going to be in Italy 14 days.
Wow, that's a long time.
To me, that's long, and I tried to convince her to just make it a week.
You know what? I don't know. Listen, 7 days, you know what? It's by the time you get to the first day, the second day you're tired from just the travel. So then you have the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth day. And then really the sixth day, then you got to start getting ready to leave. And the seventh day, it's not really a day because you're leaving. So I don't know. Maybe I think the perfect time would be maybe 10 days, maybe 11 days.
I can hear you on that.
I don't know. That's a long time.
But it's going to be nice over there, hopefully.
Yeah.
A friend of mine just came back from Venice. He said it was wonderful.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Italy is beautiful. I mean, the sites are beautiful. You know, when people leave the United States, the cities of the United States, they go to other countries. You see how beautiful other.
See, I'm not going to lie though, Frank. You know, with all the nonsense that's going on around the world, with all these different attacks and all that, my ears are going to be wide open. Because
no, you can't think like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, you have a better chance of getting by lightning. No, you can't think like that. There's nothing going to happen.
Oh, I only worry about her. I could care less what happens.
No, you're going to let that ruin your honeymoon. Give me a break. All right, just good. I'm sorry. Sorry to get off of that. Any other stories?
The only other story I'm thinking about is
there's 2 more, I think.
Who needs film when you could store a movie in bacteria DNA?
What?
Yeah. This week, a team of scientists report that they have successfully embedded a short film in the DNA of living bacteria cells. What the fuck is going on?
That's crazy. I read about this. This is crazy. Listen, this is how crazy technology is. This is NASA. This is NASA shit. This is next
Asshole.
level.
I think we could call them what George Carlin used to call them, assholes.
Yeah, no, believe me, no, we're the assholes. Listen, NASA is 90% classified. What we see about NASA is 10%. They work on they have unlimited funds to just work and experiment and invent anything they can. And look at this now. They're putting a film into the DNA of a bacteria. So, well, tell me more. Tell me more.
Let's see. The iconic images were taken by the pioneering photographer Edward Muybridge in the late 1800s for his photo series titled "Human and Animal Locomotion."
So basically, they recorded, they basically uploaded a GIF into the DNA of bacteria. Think about how swollen it is.
I just
James, I remember when in the mid '90s when everybody was getting tattoos. I remember there was this people were getting this. Some guys were getting their tattoos on their penis.
The frig is wrong with them?
No. And see, this is like the movie on the bacteria. And so the tattoo was when they would get an erection, you could actually read the word. And now look at this.
Jesus Christ.
And now look at this. By the way, James, don't ever. I don't care how good it is. Don't ever get your wife's name tattooed on you, or do you already have it?
I don't have her on me. I in my head I said to myself, maybe after 30 years of marriage I'll do it.
No. Get your kids. Get your kids. If you're gonna do it, get your kid. Your kid is with you your whole life. These people, they're getting, and that's another thing. The women getting, or even men, they're getting tattoos on their chest, on their stomach. What you know what you're gonna look like when you're 50 years old and you got a bag for a belly?
I got one now.
Yeah. Imagine when it gets bigger. I'm talking about the women. You have a baby, they're getting tattoos on their uterus, on their abdomen. Come on, give me a break. So this is crazy. Imagine, look, they're putting a GIF. They recorded a GIF on the DNA of a bacteria. You know how small that is? You know how that's
insanely small.
That's submicroscopic. You need an electron microscope to see that. That's incredible. And that's what here for all the UCY listeners, that's called nanotechnology. The government plans to unleash nanotechnology that will invade every human on the earth. That's what it sounds like. That's what every show sounds like on the. All right, James, we're running out of time. Real quick, we could maybe one more story.
All right, this is a long story though. I don't know if you want to go.
All right, got. Just
Mark Zuckerberg couldn't buy Snapchat years ago. Now he's trying to destroy the company.
Oh yeah, of course. This guy, let me tell you, Mark Zuckerberg. He's the owner of Facebook. This guy, if you look at him, he reminds me of Lex Luthor.
Where's Superman when we need him?
Yeah.
What
is he doing? What is this guy doing?
Mark Zuckerberg couldn't buy Snapchat years ago. Now he's close to destroying the company. Zuckerberg couldn't buy Snapchat years ago. Now, blah, blah. In late 2013, Snap CEO Evan Spiegel reportedly rebuffed a $3 billion takeover.
Of course not.
Zuckerberg.
This guy, Mark Zuckerberg, now with Facebook, he's like Coca-Cola. He's gonna eat up all these companies, all these social media apps and companies.
Yeah. Now the Facebook CEO may be having the last laugh. Snap shares fell sharply below their IPO price of $17 a share this week after one of their investment banks that helped take the company public downgraded its stock over worries about Instagram.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. What Facebook wants to do, Facebook wants to monopolize all these apps onto Facebook, and that you can't do that. It's an antitrust law.
I gotcha. Let's see. The downgrade of Snapchat's parent firm by Morgan Stanley came one business day after Facebook's rival Instagram service introduced what is called its fun new face filter.
Oh God, these things are so stupid. It's only good for girls. This face filter. If you
scary part is a lot of guys use it.
Oh God, it's so stupid. It's freaky, and even the girls. It's nice on some girls. You know, makes you look pretty, even if you're not pretty. But it's false advertising, and But anyway, yeah, God, this is crap. Zuckerberg wants to take over. He wants to monopolize social media.
Yep, absolutely. Uh, the feature which allows users to personalize photos with realistic-looking digital elements was just the latest in the long list of tools Instagram has rolled out to blunt Snapchat's growing appeal to younger users. So they're targeting a younger.
Do you use Instagram? I've never used Instagram. I
I
don't want to. I don't want to take pictures of my dinner and post them online.
have Instagram. Primarily, I'm posting comic books, video games.
What, just pictures? You just post pictures?
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's all pictures. So and then I see all these hashtags. Everything. It's a
And
picture.
honestly, Frank, I enjoy it more than Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook now is considered it's considered for old people. I don't know. Facebook is good, I guess, just for sharing information and keeping in touch.
The reason I really have Facebook is because it allows me to stay in touch with certain people.
Right. But I'm saying, as far as now, like, I just started using Twitter myself now. It's fun. You could pretty much respond or post to anybody pretty much in the world, even the president. Not that they're gonna read your tweet or ever see your tweet or ever respond to it. Not. But at least you get more. It's more attention. You get more attention. But listen, all these things. It's at the end of the day. It's all these things don't pay your bills. It's all. It's useless. It's just entertainment. Who cares what? There's like, we're creating a whole new reality online. It's these things don't pay your bills. Who you tweet, or if you're a Twitter superstar. All right. Anything else, James?
No, that's the last story, Frank.
So yeah. So basically, this guy Zuckerberg, I told you, he's like Lex Luthor. He wants to take over social media. This guy's talking. This guy is he's got a lot of money in it, and he makes a lot of money. He's up to like 40 billion now. This guy in 15 years, maybe 10 years, he might be in the top 5 richest people in the world. And it's a monopoly. You can have it. I remember Bill Gates. He was up to in the late 90s, James. He was up to $96 billion. He was worth $96 billion.
That's a lot of fucking money.
This is the late 90s, and the Clinton administration went after Microsoft, and they split up Microsoft because every PC had Microsoft. It was a monopoly, so it cut his wealth into half. But it doesn't matter. I know who loses $45 billion in one day, but it's still, once you get to that level of money where you're like $90 billion, it just grows and grows and grows and grows just on the interest alone. It's terrible. But James, did you have fun on the show today?
I absolutely did enjoy myself, and I'm looking forward to coming back next week if I'm welcome.
Okay, maybe we'll see what happens. We'll see if maybe we'll have a contest, but I don't even know if we're gonna be on this on UCY next week. James, this is show to show as far as I'm concerned. These UCY is declaring war on spam. I don't understand. I'll send you the link for the video, and I'll post the show online. But you watch. They take it off on Sunday. I don't understand why.
Sounds good to me, Frank.
But James is going to be here next week. James, is there anything you want to tell people to follow you at?
If you wanna follow me on Instagram, which you can, my name on there is the Dark Prince 1990, and message me there.
All right. Thanks, James, and we'll see you next week, UCY.
Peace.
is Aussie Skateboard.